Hello and welcome. Today, we're digging into something that could be a real game changer for businesses across India. We're talking about Velina AI. So, is it the future of business communication? Let's get into it. Okay, if you run a small business, I'm pretty sure you know this feeling all too well. It's just this constant, overwhelming flood of WhatsApp messages, phone calls, Instagram DMs, you name it. Just trying to keep your head above water feels like a full-time job in itself, right? Well, what if you could automate almost all of it? So here's our game plan for today. We'll kick things off with what Velina AI actually is and who it's built for. Then, we're going to do a deep dive into its pretty amazing WhatsApp agent, see what else it's got up its sleeve, and break down how you get it up and running. And finally, we'll land on the big takeaway. All right, first things first. What exactly is Velina AI? Well, at its heart, it's designed to be the solution to that communication chaos we were just talking about. It's here to bring some order to the madness. So in a nutshell, Velina AI is an AI agent that takes over and automates your customer conversations. But here's the really crucial part. This isn't some one-size-fits-all tool. It was built from the ground up specifically for the Indian market, because we all know doing business in India has its own unique style and flow. And its biggest promise is this idea of unification. Instead of you jumping between a dozen different apps and tabs, it pulls everything, WhatsApp, calls, social media, even your website, into one single automated dashboard. The whole point is to finally put an end to that app-switching nightmare. Which brings us to a super important question. Who is this really for? I mean, sure, any business could probably find a use for it, but Velina AI is absolutely laser-focused on India's small and medium-sized businesses, or SMBs. And we're talking about a really wide range of businesses here. Think about your local salon, that busy restaurant down the street, a healthcare clinic, or even your neighborhood kirana store. The common thread connecting all of them, if your business depends on a high volume of customer chats for bookings, questions, and follow-ups, then you are exactly who this was designed for. Okay, now let's zoom in on what really seems to be the star of the show here, the WhatsApp agent. And I want to be really clear, we're not talking about your basic clunky chatbot that can only answer yes or no. This is designed to be a whole lot smarter.
This is where it gets really, really cool. The agent is built to feel more like a super efficient personal assistant. It has a smart memory, so it remembers what a customer ordered last time. It sends personalized birthday messages. It can handle appointments from start to finish, right there in the chat. It even proactively reaches out to bring customers back. It's all about making the AI feel less robotic and more human.
Now, that all sounds great on paper, but what does it look like in the real world? Let's take a peek at a case study. It's for a restaurant called Bella Italia that's using Velina AI to run its entire reservation system. And you don't have to take my word for it. The owner, Marco Rossi, says it's been a huge time saver and makes his whole operation run so much more efficiently. I mean, that's the kind of tangible result we're talking about here. So here's what's happening behind the curtain. A customer sends a WhatsApp to book a table. The AI instantly grabs all the details, checks the restaurant's live availability, updates the reservation sheet, sends a personalized confirmation back to the customer, and pings the host and the chef. All of that happens in literally seconds, with zero human effort. It's pretty amazing.
But like I said, Velina AI isn't a one-trick pony. It's not just about WhatsApp. The whole goal is to build a truly unified system. So let's look at what other channels it can manage.
So that same AI intelligence can be applied to your social media, automatically handling DMs and comments on Insta and Facebook. There's also a call agent that can make or take calls for things like reminders. And you can even put a voice assistant right on your website for people who prefer to talk instead of type. Okay, one quick but important clarification here. That automated call agent feature we just mentioned, it's not available in India just yet. The company says they're working on it, but for right now, the focus is on the messaging and the web-based voice features.
Now, you might be thinking this all sounds incredibly complex to set up, but the team behind Velina AI says they've made the onboarding process surprisingly simple. Let's walk through how it works.
It's basically a 5-step setup. First, you integrate it with your channels. Next, you customize it so the AI's personality matches your brand's voice. Then comes the really critical part, training. The AI studies your business info, kind of like a new employee learning the ropes. After that, you deploy it, and, this is the best part, it just keeps learning. It gets smarter and more efficient with every single interaction.
So after looking at all of that, let's bring it all home. What's the final takeaway? What does this all really mean for a small business owner in India?
When you boil it all down, it comes to this. Velina AI gives you a single intelligent platform to take care of all the repetitive, time-sucking communication that bogs you down. And that frees you, the business owner, to stop acting like a full-time receptionist and actually get back to, well, to running and growing your business.
And that really just leaves us with one final, pretty provocative thought. When this kind of technology gets this smart and this tailored to a real-world problem, you have to ask yourself, could your next best employee actually be an AI? Thanks for tuning in.